Hello and welcome to another Cliff Reviews Art House. This time I'm reviewing the film Longlegs, directed by Osgood Perkins. So Osgood, of course, is the son of Anthony Perkins. And more than that, he's actually Norman Bates himself. He played Norman in Psycho 2. He played a younger Norman. And this somehow gives him a big credibility in the horror genre, even though there's no reason why he would be as talented as his father. It's a bit similar to Brandon Cronenberg in the excellent Infinity Pool. I really enjoyed the Cronenberg branding on the film. This may be superficial, but I think it does count for something, this kind of family name branding. I don't think I've seen any other of Perkins' films, but I've heard that he's an interesting filmmaker. So generally, I don't like horror films, but I can enjoy a really intelligent horror film. I really enjoyed Maxine recently, the final part of the Ty West trilogy. I also enjoyed Talk to Me, and I did a review of The Exorcist a little while back, which I think is a classic. Even the Chainsaw Massacre I enjoyed when I reviewed it a while back. Longlegs has had mixed reviews, but the trailer made it look interesting and some people are raving about it and Nicolas Cage's performance, so I thought I'd give it a try. I found this film tedious, slow, a bit confusing, not horrific, not fun in any way. It felt like the writing wasn't that good. The chemistry between Mika Monroe and Blair Underwood as the FBI agents just didn't work for me. Mika really underplays the part, and that is her personality. It does seem to set up a potentially interesting character, but she's just not engaging. Her character never takes off. She has psychic skills which she can use to solve crimes. And I saw this the same day as Twisters, where we have a character with special skills that can predict tornadoes. Now, I'm not going to do a review on Twisters, by the way, but that character was much more interesting and compelling. It's a shame, really, because I do think that Longlegs was aiming for something higher. So let's come to Nicolas Cage's performance. I really like Nicolas Cage, but I found his performance in this just really stupid. What a waste of his talents. This is a totally forgettable bad guy. This film has been compared to Silence of the Lambs. I watched that many years ago and I really didn't like it, but I thought it was brilliant. Longlegs isn't even in the same league. It's also been compared to Seven. Again, not in the same league. The marketing and the comparison to these films have seemed to be successful in giving it a high profile, but it's a real disappointment when you see it. You should only do that level of marketing if the film can actually match the expectation. There were a couple of things that I liked. It is really well made in terms of how it looks, the cinematography, the music's good. It's a totally competent horror film. Perhaps it is a little bit derivative and obvious at times. The opening was interesting. It opened in a very narrow ratio, like a home video. And a few films have done this in recent years, and I was thinking, oh, maybe this is becoming too much of a gimmick, as I sighed. And the first scene played out in that ratio, but then the ratio changed. It expanded to full screen, and he played around with this in the film a little bit. It did change, and in the end I quite liked this. I have an uneasiness about films with devil worship. Any film where characters shout out, "Hail Satan!" That's not something that I'm going to be very comfortable with. I know this is a massive and popular genre, and I do respect that, but this isn't the reason actually why I give this film the thumbs down. It just doesn't work. The script, the story, the pace, even the acting, there's problems in all of these areas. I wouldn't really recommend Longlegs. There are much better horror films out there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.